My name's Omar, and storytelling is my safe space. Storytelling is my safe space because it's given me the ability to be free creatively. I've been able to tell my own story and tell other stories in differentiated ways that really resonate with their audience or even with my audience. So I think being able to be in the present moment and understand the intrinsic value of what that means has really benefited me a lot and created that safe space. So that is why storytelling is my safe space. Quarantine gave me the ability to be more in tune with my creative spirit by reading different books, by practicing meditation, by getting deeper in my faith and my spirit. It's really enabled me to explore my creativity in ways that I couldn't before because I was so focused on what I did in the past and what I'm doing in the future and not focused on what's in front of me right now and tackling this one thing that just needs to be taken care of, that needs to be done, that needs to be finished. So quarantine, or as I called it, self-isolation, has really helped me, develop just, like I said, creatively, spiritually, emotionally, and that's been a blessing. It's been a major blessing. Quarantine for sure sucked, but what came out of it was for sure the overall and bigger picture of the blessing that I have now and that I will have in the future. So a creative space for me during quarantine is sometimes wild. It can be sometimes chaotic, but it's controlled chaos. As I said, for me, I had to tell myself, I need to focus on one thing and one thing only, and that helped me out a lot. I have a planner that I usually write everything in during the day, and I prioritize things that, like, I need to do this by 9 a.m., 12 is my lunch break. I'll do a meeting at 1 p.m., et cetera, et cetera. After that, once I start getting to work, I have a whiteboard. I start brainstorming ideas. For me, a big part of why quarantine was a success for me was because I was able to reach out to brands and see if I can add any value to their current campaign strategy, their current marketing strategy through storytelling. Me being an actor, being in front of the camera, I understood how to actually bring that story to life from a character's point of view and from my point of view. And that transitioned to me doing it behind the camera and understanding what resonates with an audience and how I can help brands tell stories that will differentiate themselves from any of their competitors, but also create that brand awareness, that brand recognition, brand loyalty with their consumers and customers. So now I was able to take the onus, to put the responsibility, the accountability on myself to say, yo, this is not gonna stop me. I gotta figure out a different way to keep it moving, keep it pushing. For me, it's very important to create a safe space because if you're not one within yourself, if you don't even know what a safe space is for yourself, how can you create that space for anybody else who's around you? Or just how can you operate at full capacity? I think you have to get an understanding of what the safe space looks like for you, which means you may have to create boundaries from certain relationships, whether it's platonic or not, business relationships. You have to create space from work. You have to tell yourself when to slow down a bit, when to give yourself a break, right? You have to create space for your body. Like for me, I love to work out, but I also realize that I have to work my mind as well and work my spirit. So creating that safe space was imperative because I knew that in order for me to fully understand who I am now as this adult black male, I need to be able to tackle things and tackle challenges head on, not run from them, not be afraid to address them, and give myself the autonomy and the freedom to actually develop the tools and the skill set that's required to just be a good, healthy person. I was able to create freedom. I was able to create better knowledge of self, and I was able to move with intention. And that's what having that creative space has done for me.